Welcome to Good to Read YouTube channel. Today's book is Good Habits, Bad Habits Change Your Life One Step at a Time. And today's message is for anyone standing at the edge of themselves. There comes a moment in life when the noise around you becomes too loud to bear. It presses against your chest and clouds your thoughts and makes even a simple breath feel heavy. But right in the middle of that storm, at the point where you feel you might finally break, something unexpected happens. The world becomes quiet. The shouting of expectations and the pressure of responsibilities and the weight of fear all begin to fade. Until the only sound left is your own heartbeat reminding you that you are still here. Most people misunderstand this moment. They call it collapse. They call it failure. They call it weakness. But it is none of those things. This moment is the beginning of a deeper truth. A moment where the mask drops and the real you finally steps forward. Breaking is not losing yourself. Breaking is meeting yourself. Everything in life builds slowly and silently long before it becomes visible. The pressure, the disappointments, the sacrifices, the unspoken emotions. You keep walking because stopping feels dangerous. You smile to hide the exhaustion. You speak to avoid the silence. You keep giving even when your soul is asking you to rest. And without realizing it, you drift away from your center. Breaking happens when you can no longer lie to yourself. About what hurts. About what scares you. About what you need but were too afraid to ask for. It is not loud. It is not dramatic. It is simply the moment you finally tell yourself the truth. The truth about the dreams you buried. The truth about the relationships that stopped nurturing you. The truth about carrying everyone else's weight while abandoning your own. The truth about pretending to be strong when all you wanted was for someone to notice that you were tired. Breaking is not destruction. Breaking is revelation. And revelation is the beginning of transformation. People think strength is the ability to hold everything together. But real strength is the courage to face the parts of yourself you have avoided. It is the honesty to accept that something must change. It is the humility to let go. The strongest people are not the ones who never break. They are the ones who break open. They let the truth pass through them like light entering a dark room. Life waits for these moments. Life watches you with the patience of a teacher, knowing that growth begins when truth appears. Every frustration and every struggle is not punishment. It is a whisper calling you back to yourself. There is beauty in the moment when everything falls apart. Because that is the moment you stop pretending. You stop carrying what is not yours. And in that silence, you rediscover something you lost along the way. Your own presence. Healing is slow. Transformation requires stillness. Clarity requires silence. Breaking is the moment the world stops spinning long enough for you to finally see yourself clearly. You may realize that you are far from the life you wanted. You may see how much you gave to people who never showed up for you. You may feel the emptiness created by years of putting yourself last. But this awareness is not your punishment. It is your freedom. Because you cannot change what you cannot see. At the bottom, there is no more pretending. No more illusions. Just you and the truth. And that truth is powerful. In that empty space, something new begins. A whisper. A desire. A calling. Maybe it is the need to take care of yourself. Maybe it is the dream you pushed away. Maybe it is the simple truth that you cannot keep living the same story. Breaking is not the loss of strength. It is the discovery of it. You rise differently after breaking. You rise with clarity. With self-respect. With boundaries. With a heart that finally knows what it deserves. You rise not because everything is perfect, but because you are no longer afraid of imperfection. Life will challenge you again. But now you carry the memory of your own resilience. You know what it means to fall apart and still rise. You know that breaking is not the end. It is the doorway to your truth. The moment you break is the moment you begin. It is the moment the old story ends and the new one starts to take shape. It is the moment you stop surviving and start living. So honor your breaking point. Do not hide it. Do not rush it. Let it teach you. Let it transform you. One day you will look back and understand. Your breaking was not your weakness. It was your beginning. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more powerful book summaries and life-changing insights.